Hey there. So I wanted to show you the differences between all of the editions of the paper airplanes that were designed by Felix Rosenthal. And I was finally succeeded to retrieve, to receive, to get all the different kind of models. So it all started with this, with the Hebrew edition. I received it when I was maybe 5-10 years old from my father to be able as a kid to build cool stuff. Not a traditional origami because most of it is pretty much done. You only need to do few foldings and that's it. It's not very complex. It's not very difficult. This is what I mean. Unlike traditional origamis that can take hundreds of steps, 10, 50, 100 more steps, this is basically very simple. So this is the Hebrew edition. So this is like a normal book. This is a soft cover, and this is like the traditional way of a book when it is binding all together in here. All of the pages, and as you can see here there are different things that have been written down here, suggestions, guides, history, all sort of stuff, but it's all in black and white. And then you go on, and you see again black and white with the steps how to fold the airplanes. So black and white, another plane, another plane, and another plane. All of them, all of the 5 models, or the 5 different kind of planes. And then here there are the plane themselves. When you have, let's move my coffee that it will not spill on it. Okay, so as you can see, I only got left with one of this and one of this, and I was trying to locate the missing 3 that I didn't have. So this is Sprinter, this is Trainer, and I needed to also be able to find the Super Glider, Looping, and the Skyhawk or Skyhook. Okay, so after you flipping all of the pages, which in Hebrew edition it's 20, you ended up to the models themselves, and here you can see that there is a line that gives you a direction where you need to cut with scissors, and then this is what you got left. So you first detach it from the soft cover book itself. From here you cut it all the way through, and then you get rid of the white background and you get left with this. And then it's Trainer, okay? And then you after you have this thing in your hands, you can flip it back. You go to the Trainer, and for the steps here, how should you fold it step by step. Okay, so it gives you in a 3-dimensional example how should it look like, but in black and white, and then the steps. And as you can see, there are lines here and also on the other side that give you a direction in where to fold and how to fold according to the steps that I've shown you. So you cut it here. You also cut very carefully the white background, and you get left only with the plane itself. The same goes in here and the other models. Now the thing is, there is a line here, but also in this area the paper is much weaker. So in a way, you should be able to just tear it, to detach it by yourself, but it doesn't work basically, and you need to do it by scissors. So this is about it. And then here, in the last page, there is this. Wait a minute. Yes, there is this one that's called Tricky, and this is like only this one. So there are 5 copies per each plane. I only got left with 1 copy for 2 planes, but there were supposed to be 5 planes and 5 copies, so 20. So this is only 2, and afterward at the end there is this thing that's called Tricky, and that's it. And then I received this, a German edition. You can say Deutsch, okay? And as you can see, all of the papers here are basically. Sorry, wait a minute. No, those papers are connected, as you can see, but the connectivity here it's with a glue. So unlike the Hebrew edition here, it's connected with a glue, so you can detach it by yourself. But as you can see, some of them, because it's very old, are already detached, because the glue is very very weak. So as you can see, this is it, and the amount of pages for this German version is there are 16. This is not relevant for now. So there are 16 pages, not like in the Hebrew. And then the model themselves. I'm not sure how many models, but also as you can see that the colors are different. I can show you again. In Hebrew, you see, this is the trainer and this is the trainer. It's not even the same color, but just a second. So only wait a minute. So only what I said, 16 pages, and then comes the airplanes. So here there is a looping that I was missing, and then that's it. You see there is a little bit something purple here, and that's it. This is all I've got from this edition, and the Tricky, of course. In here it's in color, and you can see that there is only, you can put it until here. You cannot detach it, this one, because you only need to cut this area, this paper. Okay, so this is it, and I received with it a very cool newspaper, a very old article in a newspaper. I mean 2 articles that you can see, paper airplanes, different stuff written here, and the same goes in here. Here you can also see Felix Rosenthal holding the plane. Okay, so this is an article. There isn't any date on this article, so it can be either late 70s or early 80s or something like this. I don't see here any date. What about here? From, if there will be some kind of a date somewhere, somehow, it will be interesting, it will be lovely. The funds must be expended by June 30, 1977. Be cool, open another year. Thursday, November 11. So what it's so it's probably at the end of 77. Okay, and I'm not sure what is the year of this, but I have the article title, so maybe I will be able to find it in the from the internet on some internet archive newspaper or whatever. So this is this version, and so I just wanted to show you because I've forgotten. So looping, only looping, yeah, okay. Then afterwards, let's put it here. I received another copy in German, but it looks different, as you can see. The rear side is basically the same thing, okay. And here it's much bigger, so you can flip it, open it like this, and there is another opening like this, so it's much bigger. And here also, what it could be also here attached by a glue, I don't know, because all of it is already detached. But if you go, like for instance, this is detached, but if you see this bundle of papers, they are attached to one another, but only a little bit. And let's go to the end of it. You see, only a little bit. So, and also this is page 16. So as you can see, the both German editions are very identical. So this is exactly the same. The rear cover, it's exactly the same. Sorry, not in here. Just close it. So all of those papers the same. The rear side is the same, but the front side is different. And in matter of the models of the planes themselves, so wait a minute, what about this? Yeah, this is not the same, because this one, Felix Rosenthal, ich grantiere das min hier gebrachten Modell so this is the same thing. ISBN 9. So this is relatively similar. Then this Felix Rosenthal, Verstappen USA 1967 until Verstappen ZDF 75. So this is this thing. Those things doesn't exist here, and here it's an original, probably an original text that handwrite by Felix Rosenthal, because you to see to whom something, this copy of the top of the second maybe edition, I don't know, no, Menimed, I don't know what this word is, edition in memory of the historic flight in October 76 with something and best wishes. Felix Rosenthal 77. I don't remember to understand. It's February, I think. Either way, it seems to be that this is handwrite by Felix Rosenthal, so it's nice. And this is blank. Okay, so let's go back to it. And 16 like this, and then this is different, doesn't exist here, this doesn't exist, and then you can see there is something missing in here, because I see the tear off. So what was missing in here, I think it was probably this part, the tricky one. So here it exists, and here it doesn't exist. So I think this is what is missing here. And here the models that I have here is the purple that was here. It's the Sprinter, and also a couple of copies, of course, and Looping, Super Glider, and Trainer. And the Skyhook still missing in this edition. And even one is already cut and a little bit folded, as you can see. Nice. Okay, so this is this edition, and now I'm going to show you the difference between the Hebrew edition, which I think that the colors are much better, because the colors are darker, more vivid, brighter, and I just think that the colors are better in generally. So yeah, so as you can see, Trainer, this is dark red, a little bit, maybe a little bit brown, I don't know, and here it's pale blue, not the same. Okay, and this is a Sprinter. Where is the Sprinter? Get to you. This is the Sprinter. As you can see, here is green, relatively dark, and purple, little pale purple. And in Meteor, and the other one that I don't have in Hebrew, at least I can see them on the cover. So for instance, the Super Glider supposed to be in the Hebrew edition pale blue, like here, but here it's in a little bit of red. It's like combination of a orange and red, but it's more close to red, but not like in here when I had the dark red. So this is relatively pale red, if I can say so. And this is Looping. Looping here it's yellow, and here Looping is a mustard color. Okay, and Sprinter, yeah, Super Glider again. Okay, so this is about this edition. So as you can see on both of those editions, to detach them from this bundle and to hold it, it's much easier from the Hebrew edition, because you just detach it and that's it. The only thing that you need to do now is to cut the background, and that's it, the white background. And then again, I didn't have the Skyhook, so I've tried to, at the same roughly, it was a search within a 2 or 3 weeks from when I started to search to the point when I decided that I'm going to purchase them, order them to me, and some I ordered maybe 3 weeks ago, and then I received, and then I said this is not good enough, so I need to try to find another different copy. So it was about a week afterwards, or a week and a half afterwards, and then I purchased again. But all of it together took about maybe 3 weeks, give or take. So I received after, so this Hebrew edition I have from 5-10 years old, so many years ago, and then I received those 2 editions. This first. Also, this edition, the first that I've got, it's starting to degrade a little bit, so I need to be careful. The same goes in here. It happened that I was touching it because I needed to scan it to digitize to preserve it, I see that the black color stain my fingers. So yeah, I need to keep them to keep them safe. So 1, 2, 3, then fourth, the American edition, very similar to the Hebrew edition because it contains here there are only 4 models to begin with. I ordered them because I thought that they will give me all of the missing models, but I believe that those editions, the German, contain only the 4 models. And the other editions that came afterwards, because the German is from 76, and for instance the American edition is 79. Okay, so this is later. So I believe because all the other editions came later, they contain the rest, the whole models, not only the 4, but only another one, because perhaps between when this came till this was launched, 3-year gap or more, he created another model. This is only my guessing. So this is the English edition, and as you can see, comparing to the Hebrew edition, it's almost identical. You see the same picture. This is the title here in the background, bluish color, or the same thing in here. And I believe what is being written here in Hebrew is exactly the same in English. Let's see. Felix to Italy, 36. Felix was born, moved to Italy, 36. He went to 300 meters. 300 meters. International, Here, the great international paper. Yes, so this is basically the same. As you can see, this book contains inside of a frame. Here the frame is a little bit different. The only difference is that I don't see this red writings. Build 20 airplanes by your own hands, okay? And this is the publishing company, and here is the ISBN, and here is the cover design, who designed it. Here you can see how much it cost, $25, or in Canada it's little more. So very identical. What's weird, also here 5 different gliders in brackets, 4 copies each. So what is being written here is exactly the same thing in here, and basically the same thing. The 20 airplanes you can do by yourself. So this red is the red in here. Okay, so very identical. The Hebrew edition came at 83. The first edition, it's again at 76. So 76. American 79, and Hebrew 83. So first, afterwards, and afterwards. And now, how many? You can see it's basically the same thing. It's just in a different language. You see, very similar. So this goes until 9, and here it's until 9, and then the airplanes 10 and 10. It's the same order, trainer and trainer. interesting. Super glider, yeah. Looping, nice. Sprinter and Skyhawk or Skyhook, sorry, and Skyhook. So this is 19 and 19. And now here the models. Now the funny thing is that when you see here, you see trainer in blue, but inside is in red. And the same goes for the other ones. Super glider red, but in blue in reality. And the second airplane afterwards, looping orange. Here it's yellow. What comes afterwards? The sprinter purple, but darker purple than what was in here. And here dark green. And then comes the Skyhook. Finally the Skyhook. And here you don't see the Skyhook. So here being represented only 4 models, and here and inside there basically there is all of them. And in matter of it is the same color between the Hebrew and the English edition. So trainer, you see the same colors. Super glider, yes. Looping, alright. And sprinter, this is sprinter, good. And Skyhawk, it's supposed to be orange. It's it's little bit red, but it's basically some kind of an orange. And this is basically a better orange, more perfect kind of orange. Like in a way, if this is a very good example for orange, as you can see, this is similar but darker, but this is less similar. So whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's supposed to be orange, but a little, but in a way dark orange for my taste. And again here, at the end of it, there is the tricky, which is exactly as in here, right? And what is on here? Here you can see this is hollow, this is gray. Hollow, I mean white background, here it's gray. And this thing doesn't exist here. And anywhere else, okay? So at least, and here, so there are all of the copies, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, yeah. So the English version. And then I received lastly, it was yesterday or day before it, I presume, the Italian version. And again, nothing is basically similar between all of the different kind of editions. As you can see here, the editions is completely different in a way that it's like a folder that you just can take it out and you get left with the folder. Completely different. And you can also completely open it. Okay? And this is L. I don't know what is the currency in Italy, because it's not a euro or dollar or something like this. So L, it's, I don't know, it's 16.000. This is the cost of it. Whatever. So let's close it. Alright. So here it's much more simple. You can see only a simple cover, which is the same picture of the American edition, right? Yeah, it's this. It's the same thing, but this it's not in here. Carte volante. I think that volante it's like a plane, and carte it's like paper or folding. So it's like the paper Air Force, carte volante. Training manual doesn't exist. Felix Rosenthal, okay. And Julis Edizioni, this is the publishing company. And also just a little bit information and the picture here, which is the same picture of this, but here it's a rectangular, and here it's a little bit different. Basically more cropped. But in matter of colors, this is very dark, this is much better in matter of quality. Also, all of those are papers, but this has a plastic on top of it, so it's shiny. Also, probably because of it, the color of this picture is better. And the year of this edition, Usite Bertiziani. No, this is the address, Torino. I don't see any date here. The publishing date. Interesting. Let's see in here. Here, it's different. So you don't have a glue that you can detach or a line to show you where to cut with the scissors. You have just the papers here individually. They're just bundled up or stacked together inside of it, and you have a book with staples, so it's different. Let's see if this is the same thing. No, it's similar, but it's not the same drawing. Interesting. Importante, important. So this is the same thing. Piquetra, I don't know. Here. So this and this, it's in one page, but as you can see, here it's divided into 2 pages. Interesting. So basically, maybe piguetero, it's like folding. I don't know. I don't know Italian. And then comes this one. So, and here the explanation, unlike the other editions, the Italian, you can see a little bit in color every now and then. But it's only one color for all of it. This kind of a semi-red, semi-orange color. Here there are pale orange and darker orange. So yeah. So this is this. Here it's like seeing the paper like this with a one eye shut, because it needs to see if it is aligned properly. And here, as you can see, this is a boy. This is a grown lady. So it's different. Similar, but not exactly the same. No. It's like the same thing, because you see 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like the same figure. This is like a movement in a picture, but you can see that the figure itself, you can see according to the face, it's different. But besides all those minor differences, it looks very similar. This is more like a 20-30 years old man, and this looks like more a teenager. I know how Felix Rosenthal is supposed to look like, so I believe this is supposed to be Felix Rosenthal, I presume, because it's similar. It's with a beard and eyeglasses. I believe this is supposed to be Rosenthal, so maybe this is his wife, I don't know, and his children, I don't know the rest of it. But yeah, this is different, as you can see. So this is like a curly man with a little bit of tummy. This is another man, but here he wear glasses. Here like a 10-20 year old man, a boy. Okay, a boy, but another boy. So this is, yeah, it's different. Similar but different. And this is 9 and 5 pages, and then comes, so as you can see, black and white and in color, but all of them are in the same kind of a orange, kind of an orange color. So this is all of it. Yeah, okay. And here I can see where it was being published, 88. So this is the latest edition. So German, then the American, then Hebrew in Israel, and then in Italy. Interesting. And okay, this is it. And then you just have the models. And this is the most complete edition that I have in matter of the amount of models and how many copies that I have out of those models. And also the Italian version, no, it's not in the same color. Red, purple, super glider, blue, red, looping, yellow, orange, and sprinter green purple, but here it's dark purple. I think it's much more beautiful, dark purple than a pale purple, like in here. And skyhawk orange. I believe that orange is better, and this is green. Here the green is darker, and it's more like olive green. Here this is this kind of green, okay, and remarkably, there are 3 copies of the Tricky, or basically more. So there are, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4 papers of the Tricky. So there are 4. And on the other editions, you can see there were only one paper and 1 model. Here 1 paper, but 2. So basically 4. So it's 8 times. 1 and 8. Interesting. 1 and 8. And fold it like this. This is the other side. And now I'm going to put it back together as it was. So the thing is, this basically already detached. It's not connected to one each other, so it was very simple for me. So today I've scanned all of it into the computer. I then, inside the computer, in a photo editing software, I will be able to rotate each and every single scan, and to make it as straight as possible. And also then I can take it into a scanner application or scanner software after it's already digitized and aligned and fixed. I mean, I need to, you can scan this, but you can put it on the scanner like this, or a little bit on an angle. So you want at the end of it that on a editing software to rotate it, that it will be perfectly straight, and then you want to crop the surrounding, because you need only the paper itself, it's not the white or black background. Okay, so, I used a white background because I think white background is better, but then I'm going to cut it out, to crop it, I mean. And so after I will fix each and every single scan and each and every single image, and I will crop all of them. Then if I want to, I can take all of those fixed or cropped, if you want to say, images into a application in Android or in the computer inside of some kind of a scanner, and to make the background completely white and the black much darker, brighter and better. So they are very good tools. Also, maybe I will be able to put it into a PDF and to compress it, that it will be easily be uploaded to the internet and be downloaded or whatever. So this was already detached, because it's very easy to scan it. So this is already finished, and those copies from the Italian version are the best one in matter of how good they were preserved, and how easy it's to scan them. For instance, I can show you in the German edition, because there is a problem of detachment with the glue. Sometimes it's perfect, and sometimes you get a little bit of glue residue here. But because of the that the Italian version doesn't contain those kind of copies, because it's already detached, then the edge of the paper is perfect. So in matter of what copy is better to use in order to, let's just say you want to take this and to print it out into 1 million copies, because you don't want to destroy this original piece, and you want still be able to fold this paper and to create those paper for kids to play with it. So you don't want to destroy this original copy. So I will. So this is already being digitized, and then because this is in the most perfect state, those digitized copies will be able to print out inside the printer, and then you can use those copies and to fold them. The only thing that you need to know that the paper it's not a traditional paper, a normal paper. It's a Bristol. It's much thicker, because it can only work with a thicker paper. Because when you need to fold those plans that will stay in this way, it needs to be in a thicker and more rigid, that can hold it better and more stable. So you need a thicker paper. So this is already digitized. It was very easy. In matter of the German copies, because this thing is exactly as this thing, but the cover is different. But most of it is very, very similar. What I did is basically created scans from this that has all of the 4 models and the cover, and from here I'll take only the cover without the models, and I will combine it. in a way. So basically those two editions in German are already digitized. So this is supposed to be like this. And the American version is much harder because if you, let's just say, open it like this, and then you need to put it like this inside a scanner, you don't want to break this frame when you push it down to the scanner, and you need to find a scanner without a bevel, without an edge, that you can place it not like this, but more in a way like this. I don't know how to show you that in this way you don't need to put this like in this way and to squeeze it very firmly and then to break this sealing, you can avoid of breaking it, and I don't want to do it. So for now I don't know how to scan the American version. As you can see in the American version, there are already a little bit, someone already tried to cut it with the scissors, but then didn't continue of cutting all the way through, and there are some missing models, missing copies every now and then. But also altogether this is a very good copy, the American one. And also I have like this, and also I have the Hebrew edition, that the same thing in here, that I don't want to hold it like this and to break this area from the same reason. As you can see here, it's a little bit torn off, but I don't want to break this here. So this is in the same problem, and I need to figure out how can I scan it. Maybe I will have to purchase another scanner. This is an amazing scanner, but maybe I will have to find another scanner that the edge here, it's not here, which is about half of an inch, and there are other bevels, edges that is exactly here. I can show you like this. So it's one thing to put it like this when you don't want to, but if you take it carefully and you place it like this from the edge, then you don't break this area, and you can scan most of it perfectly and straight, because when you put it like this, it gives you a oval shape, and then most of it is being scanned properly, but this last section is folded, and then there is a faded effect, if you can call it. But if you can have a scanner, then there are scanners like this that the edges, it's really up to here, and then you can put it like this, so you don't need to break this area, and you can go not exactly all the way through, but at least close enough. Let's just say about few millimeters away. So it's pretty good in this way. This is the only way to do it. So I need to find this kind of a scanner in the future. But at least in matter of at least having the airplanes themselves, the models to be digitized and being able to be copied and printed again and again, instead of just destroying the original ones. So at least now everything is being digitized. Now one thing though, that I don't like the colors of the Italian version nor any other version, and I do like the colors here in the Hebrew edition, which is this is yellow, orange, blue, green, and red. So I can take the Italian version and in editing software to correct the colors according to this. So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. I have all of the copies, all of the different editions or versions, if you like. So now I'm happy that I was able to locate this rarity. There isn't much information about Felix Rosenthal over the internet in matter of his biography and stuff that he do. Felix Rosenthal, was born many years ago. It's like all of those people that you can see on old and on a very old black and white images. So as much as I remember, he was born around 1970s, many years ago, before so there isn't much information about him because this is a pre-digital world. But at least now I will be able to now I at least have all of the models, and in future I will be able also to scan the Hebrew and American edition as well, but at least I have all of the models that are already digitized, and I will be able to put eventually everything on the cloud or on my website or somewhere, and it will be digitized and preserved for the future. So yeah, I'm happy that I was able to find all of the models, regardless if the models are in Hebrew or in German or in English or in Italian version, because here in Hebrew edition you see that there are writings in Hebrew, and in the Germans the writings are in German, and in the Italians it's in Italian, but it doesn't matter because the only thing that you need to care about is the entire plane as a whole, and not all of those minor markings and letters and whatever. It doesn't matter. So at least I have all of the models right now, and I can preserve it for the future. It was a pre-digital world, so those copies are only physical, doesn't exist in a digital way. So I'm going to digitize it, and yeah, so it's important to me. I want to preserve the history, I want to revive the history, I want to protect it. I'm extremely happy with it, that I was able to locate everything. Me as an artist and enthusiast about origamis, so this is very special to me. Again, beside this I will have many other projects from now on until the end of my life. So yeah, this is just something that I wanted to show you. I'm recording it in 8K, that hopefully this way you will be able to see it much better, because the camera is positioned like further away from me, and I don't know if it is visible from this here, about a meter maybe. So in 8K it's better than 4K or in full definition. So yeah, and so I just showed you my my project that I started to work on about 3 weeks to a month ago. Luckily it is complete. I have all of the models, so yeah, I'm extremely happy. So yeah, bye bye, take care. Hope you enjoy what I have to show to you and to offer. I have other many cool stuff to show now and eventually in the future. It will take some time to upload all of it, but yeah, couple of years maybe. So bye bye to you all, and take care of yourselves.